6 months of high-intensity training can increase dopamine transporter availability by almost 20%. This means real slower progression of the disease. So after just 6 months of high-intensity interval training, people with early-stage Parkinson's showed almost 20% increase in dopamine transporters in the substantia nigra, and that's the critical brain area most damaged in PD. However, they also showed over a 5% increase in neuromelanin, which is a pigment that reflects neuron survival. There was no worsening of motor symptoms in the study, no extra need for medications, and some of the benefits lasted for over a year. Normally in Parkinson's, you'd expect a decline over 6 months, about 2 to even 5% drop in dopamine transporters and 3% drop in neuromelanin. But instead, the patients who undergone the intensity exercise regimen actually improved. And this is the first clinical evidence showing that high-intensity training can reverse key biomarkers of neurodegeneration in Parkinson's. Dopamine transporters are proteins in your dopamine-producing neurons, receptors, that recycle or reuptake dopamine after each signal. They're essential for neuron health. When you lose them, Parkinson's progresses. Now, neuromelanin is a dark pigment inside the same neurons, and its presence reflects survival and protection of the cells. Both of these can now be measured in the brain with advanced imaging, dopamine transporter, for example, scan, and both improved with also exercise. So, what does this mean? That you should be doing high-intensity training. And the high-intensity training doesn't just improve symptoms, it directly supports the survival and health of dopamine neurons. The neurobiology suggests this happens through stronger mitochondrial functions, the powerhouses of your cells, reduced inflammation, neurotrophic growth factors, and powerful muscle messenger release called myokines molecule. Now, the best part, that people also stay stable for longer. Motor function did not decline, medication didn't increase, and there was no sign of actual worsening. So the takeaway is clear. Intensity matters, not just yoga, not just stretching, not just Pilates, not even just boxing. Exercise at the right level doesn't just help you cope with Parkinson. It can actually modify potentially the disease process at the cellular level. Now, this is an incredible study, and I suggest you to refer back to us for learning how to train smart.